Why, hello. Welcome back to Elden Ring and the DLC therein. I just can't reach this cord that's blocking the corner of my... There. Whew. It's like tucking a lover's hair gently behind their ears. Only it's the cords in the way of my monitor screen. Hi. Welcome back to Specimen Storehouse. What's that? The upper level of the Shadow Keep? That's not the button for a map to appear. Yes, Shadow Keep. Cool. Cool. We're gonna die. Oh, we're gonna die so much up here, I have to imagine. With my rusty, week-long lack of skill. First and foremost, I have to remember how to do my whoosh stance. This is such a cool ash of war on such a very cool sword. Alright, so I have a summoning pool, we got a site of grace. Nothing to lose. Let's explore the upper level of the Specimen Storehouse, and then while we're at it, we still have to go down there and clear that level out of its items as well. We only took enough of a peek in to get that site of grace, and then ran for the hills. Do you yet live? Can't really tell. How dare you, sir! Got some, golden eyes action. That is never exactly when I think it's going to hit. It's exactly when it hits. Ouch. I'm filled with shame. Okay. There's that rust that I was worried about. Hello? Is that one Peter Lewis? Like an entire Peter Lewis? I mean, even on my best day, I think you're getting about 45% Peter Lewis. No one's ever ordered the full Peter Lewis. That would be insane. Nobody orders the double Istanbul Express. Alright, so there are my runes, and just do better. Just do better this time. Don't suck like you did. Got off to a great start with my new plan. Alright, I don't know how he hasn't heard me yet, but we... What? Hello. Is that an entire Peter Lewis? Well, we can't prove that he has legs. No, there's not enough channel points in the world for that sort of redemption. Hugely wasteful to have a sip of what I will never stop calling Estus, even though that's not what this is. Let's go for it, and then we'll just surprise him. Just give him the old onesie-twosie right in the back, and it'll be fine. Shh, quiet, shh. Don't announce your presence! Oh, shoot. It's not a backstab like I had hoped. I had so badly hoped it would be. Don't you dodge my techniques. How dare you try to dodge my techniques and be that successful at it? Quiet. Shh, come here. To hell with thee. Alright, I don't know why I'm trying so hard to kill him when he's clearly not dropping anything that great. You're trying to imagine the closet contortions involved in getting an ankle on screen. Maybe in my younger days I would be flexible enough for such a thing. But now it would just be very inappropriate. Very inappropriate to try. The old Weird Al Yankovic ankle behind the head technique. So I am curious. One thing, fighting those red-robed gentlemen... Oh, there's going to be so many fireballs As soon as that guy sees me, so many fireballs. The red-robed gentleman, the one at the base near the elevator, or like halfway through the Shadow Keep at the elevator, has that really cool sword. I don't know if that's a thing he will eventually drop. And so I do kind of want to, like, grind those guys out for their clothings and such. But, oh, nobody's got time for that. I'm tired. Let's move along. Good. Nobody's seen me yet. Okay. I will happily take advantage of your nearsightedness. What's this? Where does this lead? And why? And who? But most importantly, when? You'd be good for an elbow. I mean, that could be arranged. That's a pretty easy sell. Straight down the barrel? We talking full weenus? Or do you want like a saucy side profile? I have to imagine we're talking full weenus. Oh, nice. That's not how I, like, originally came up here, is it? I know we were racing this way and came upon an elevator. Gross. And then we got up there. I don't remember if it was that elevator or if that's the other side. Either way, somebody fetch me a damp rag for this elevator. It's a long one, too. I'm sorry I'm forcing you to watch both the ups and downs. They're red-robed, but they're not so much gentlemen. That's fair. Those red-robed bastards! I can make it. I think I can make that gap. I have beefy thighs and the most sturdy sandals around. It'll be fine. I'll just leap in the air, and there's probably that one Ash of War that makes you, like, Melania swipe forward through the air. You could probably make that gap with that, but I'm not gonna go equip that, and ugh. So it looks like on the upper level, my only real path forward is this elevator upwards. But that feels like maybe a small mistake, and that I should explore the lower portion first. But then again, the lower portion might be what leads to the boss chamber, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. I don't know why I'm whispering like this. I'm sorry. Alright, let's speed this up. I always forget you can sprint upon a ladder, and should do so. I was expecting that to be the end. Curious. Whoa, my lips! Ah, they're surprisingly moist for how dehydrated I am. This is a great view of all these horny specimens. Some of them with a little more flesh than others. I do like a horny specimen with a little bit of flesh. Now, how do you do the backstab? Can you not be crouching? I thought you could be crouching. There it is. Ha! Off the edge with you, you red-robed bastard. There's definitely people behind me, aren't there? I shouldn't have been that confident. Aha! And aha! These were probably NPCs, weren't they? Oh well. We're never getting that merchant again. No, I'm sure it's fine. What kind of antiquities do you have wrapped in this rather rough burlap cloth? That to even imagine sewing a tunic for my upper body with makes my nipples cry out in pain. Please, please don't make me wear your scratchy tunic. There's the problem. There's the bad news. We found it. Where are you going? You on patrol? You looking for the petroleum jelly for my devastated nipples? It's very sweet of you. Really? Would have been great if it hadn't betrayed me. Dodge! Dodge and roll and run away and dodge again, for good measure. Really? That tickled him at least. Come on. That gave him a little tummy tickle. Interrupted. Yikes. Mm-hmm. One last slash ought to do it, if you can just find the opening there. I tried every other time but the opening first, just to make sure. I wanted to be confident. Man, he rolled perfectly to the side. That was some anime dodge shit. It certainly was. I still remember the very first time I played like a Souls game, a FromSoft game was Demon's Souls, like way back on the PS3. And my brother had played it first, and he was like, "Oh, you should try this, because it's fun, but it's really hard." And it always sticks in my head, the advice he gave me, which was, every enemy you meet is better at the game than you are. It's like, just keep that in mind. And even now, however many FromSoft games later, that sticks in my head as being like the general rules. Like, every enemy you meet is better at the game than you are, so just don't get cocky. Even the lowliest rat can bring you low. I'm looking at you, Patches, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Patches, Mom. That was uncalled for. It's not your fault that you raised such a cretiноusly... I apologize. It is so nice to see you guys there. Welcome, welcome. Oiled nips and moist lips. You know it. You know the theme of the day. That looks like a solid way to plummet to my death. Let's avoid it entirely. No, we'll go back. We'll go back and look at it. Is there a death bird in here? Is it about to get real uncomfortable on this balcony? Fire serpent. Why did I say it like that, with some sort of slight accent? Fire serpent. Fire serpent. Say it like an American. Fire serpent. I have a grasp of the English language. Shadow sunflower, thank you. Add it to my garden collection. Patches knows too much about the game. Dude can straight up leave boss fights. It's true. He's figured out some of those deep lore mechanics that nobody else could even hope to reach. Oh, that looks hard. Patches has left the arena. You sack of Elevator. Surely bodes well and doesn't lead directly to the boss chamber. Surely it's fine. Stop calling me Shirley. Oh, please. Shirley is my father's name. Okay, apparently no goodies for me. So, elevator, great. What's this one called? Storehouse Loft. In Soho, no doubt. Gorgeous. Fucking gorgeous. That looks fun. Whatever's down there, probably a shadow tree fragment. Show me. Show me which direction I'm facing. Is that it? That looks bigger. But it must be it. I can't tell. Unless it's very, very far away. It kinda has to be. I wonder how we get down there to what appears to be some sort of scarlet rot swamp / dung eater's paradise, neither of which I'm very excited about the prospect of. Okay, I'm a little bit excited about the... You caught me. You discovered my fetish. It's scarlet rot. That being the case, descend / hi. I sat at the Grace. I'm just remembering now. I could just fast travel down to the lower level and be real lazy. Oh god, the laziness. The back section? What? First floor. So, the list so far. Exposed ankles, weenus showing, oiled nips, moist lips, beefy thighs, and Peter will not stop saying cocky. Being cocky. Yeah, that's a pretty good summary of the FCC filing so far. I will await the lawsuit, and I apologize. That made me uncomfy. I'm trying to think back on which possible comment that could have been related to, but whatever it was, I'm deeply sorry. I do apologize. Thank you for the gifted sub. That is so kind of you. Ooh, you beat the Ghost Flame Dragon today. You used the entire nearby camp to draw aggro. Great plan. Great plan. Use what the Lord gave you. The Elden Lord. Who wants to hear Peter do his American accent? It's the one accent I just can't do. I mean, there's like 700 accents I just can't do, but that's one of them. That is the one of them. Oh, hello, you're catching back up on my Twitch streams. I'm so glad to see you. My American accent was what made you so uncomfy. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. All right. I'm sure that this lower floor will be riddled with fireball dudes. Let's clear it out slowly and carefully, which we all know I'm thoroughly incapable of, so let's clear it out chaotically and dangerously while putting myself in maximum harm. What? What's happening to me back here? Why is this an option for traversal? There, okay, I made it. I made it past. Where's the red-robed bad news? I can smell your robes in here. Okay. Lovely. Ha-ha! Impaled. For your sins against the Commonwealth of Boston. Specifically. Now get back to your car. Oh, there's the good stuff. Thank you. Bolt Drake Talisman +3. What is that, like lightning resistance? Boosts lightning damage negation by the utmost. There is no more most that your damage negation could be boosted by. Fire Serpent launches a threaded serpentine flame. Incantation of the Fire Knights under Mesmer the Impaler's personal command. It bends and curls in pursuit of its foe, charging enhance. When the flame they received, we're just skipping right over it, from Mesmer would not find purchase within them, the Fire Knights relied on fire incantations to honor their bond. Also, what's this death mask? The Helm of Wego, elder among the Fire Knights. I've choked slightly. It's fine. 2 warped death masks stacked one atop the other. Reduces the FP used to summon spirits. Not a bad bonus? What's the word I'm thinking of? Gnawed at by loneliness, stop calling me out. The old man turned his attention to the spirituality of Mesmer's flame, using it in a rite of resurrection. Yet the soulless bodies he brought to life were no comfort to poor Wego. What? I don't care how gnawed at by loneliness you are. Necromancy is never the answer. It's never the answer. I finally made it up there, and you just slipped off with your wet little toes. How fucking dare you? Get back up there. I worked so hard for you. And you and your wet little toes just flaunt it back in my face. Now it's getting to be like a Quentin Tarantino film. I'm sorry. You're about to beat your last record. I look away for 3 seconds and you guys beat my all-time gifted sub record? That must mean we've had a hype train. Oh no! Choo choo! Sort of a choo choo by way of, what's their name? The tiptoe through the tulips. It's right on the tiptoe of my tongue. Lips. Little Donald. No, largely pantsless. Little Donald. In the cartoons, at least. That is incredibly kind of you guys. I distracted myself with my high-pitched choo-chooing. But thank you for your generosity. You are amazing. I am so grateful for your presence alone. Not to mention your presence with a T. To the T. And then to the pain. Your ears you'll keep, and I'll tell you why. So that they'll build up with wax, and you'll have no arms with which to Q-tip yourself. And even if you did, the Q-tip will just cause more damage than... It's gotten a little too cruel now, I fear. No, I don't want it. I forgot that you were hiding in that corner, and I don't want it. Well, hey, tip of my tongue, Lips. Well, pantsless, what? You came in at just the right time. Now you're talking about beating? All the nipples, and the cockiness, and the moist lips, and now we're beating our all-time record. I can't believe it. The debauchery that exists inside this chamber. This chamber that is both a physical closet and the space inside all of our minds, where we congregate to be just a little bit naughty. Just a little bit, as a treat. No big deal. No one has to know. Alright, I'm wasting a flask, as I have been running a little fast and loose with the shadow militiaman, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think that elevator is a way that I've arrived. And now I'm talking about arriving. The euphemisms will not cease. So we might want to take that elevator later, is my thought. Thank you. That'll keep my fingy bones warm when I'm cold and alone. And have no one's soft love handles to warm me. Which is my preference. Gloves? No thank you. Someone lend me their love handles. So much poking. Poking and thrusting, and I will not be satisfied. But this is all perfectly innocent, and I don't see why you're rushing off to the FCC about these perfectly innocent doings. Doings? I'm sorry. I'd like to stop. But also, I never ever will. You can't make me. Okay, so we've been in the secret bookshelf. We have not been up here. Let's go here, and if no other path reveals itself to us in my bedchambers, then we'll take the elevator. You're setting a new record. How chewing dare you break my all-time record with your insane acts of generosity and sweetness. If you had just slightly less moist lips, I would kiss you. I would just... No, I don't even care. They can be moist. I'll kiss you. No matter what. If you'd like that. I'm not gonna, like, foist it upon you. I'm not gonna foist anything upon you. But if there's anything I can do to pay you back that involves wet smooches, it's gone on too much. Pull it back. Rein it in. Hey, I'm gonna look cool and wait for you to make the first move. Wow. Wow. As if I'm not even enough of a threat to you to keep an eye on me. I've never been this insulted in my life. I am seeing red. We came from this way. Let's go. Let's go kick his ass. His beautifully crimson-robed ass. Is there two of them, or is that guy just kind of quick around the back side of the bookshelves? I'm gonna go all around his mulberry bush, if you know what I'm saying. Now wait till he's tall enough for that to land. It's very important. Okay. No, I got cock, Key. I understand now. I should have respected you more. Hey, you be careful what you're offering. I'm sorry. I meant every word. Oh, darn it. Locked in. I expected you to die, Mr. Bond. And yet you did not. Even after Roger Moore's performance of you, which was surprising to all of us, frankly. No, there's nothing wrong with a little Roger Moore. Let's not succumb to this sort of meanness, sort of Bond-based cruelty. There's room for many Bonds inside of our hearts, though I think we all know it's really Pierce Brosnan or nothing at the end of the day. You're gonna kill me with your little fireballs, aren't you? You're gonna kill me with your little poison cloud. And your little dog, too. But that's just a fun way to die. Getting licked to death gently by a pack of dogs. Darn that bookshelf. It's always in the way of me attacking this particular man. Whoop. Whew. Aw, that was cute. It was cute the way that he died. No Sean Connery or Daniel Craig? How dare you? There's always room for Daniel Craig in my life. And on my Spotify playlist, dancing in a black tank top through the lobby of a hotel. God, sorry, where were we? I was in a whole nother wonderful heavenly zone there for a second. What was I talking about? Alright, stop poisoning me, guys. I'm tired. Ow, ow. Don't lock on to him. I don't care about him. He's just reading his books. That was frantic, and it did not need to be. Enjoy your books. Sorry for the noise. Alright, where's Robe Boy? Let's give Robe Boy the respect that he deserves this time. Unless he says something stupid, and then we'll just drop the respect instantly. No, don't do it. I wish it had been an execution so badly. I'm rolling away. Don't do that. No, get behind something, and then yeah. All right, hey, I'm back. I wasn't cheating with potions. You have so much stamina. Why? And spellcraft. Stamina and spellcraft, and I'm locked in the doorway. Hi. Sorry. Didn't mean to bring the fight to your doorstep there. Imagine if the guys reading books just looked over and shh, right in the middle of the fight. I would love if they added that animation. There are enough libraries throughout the games for that to be a thing. It's like, come on, have some respect. We're trying to do our studies. God, I'm sorry. You're right. This was terrible of me. Haha! I leap in celebration on top of your corpse. Alright, we're just going this way. Follow the trail of militiamen. Just gonna waste as much FP as I need to in order to make this quick. Real quick like. Jump down here. Stop poisoning me with your boluses and jump down here. Not the dodge button I was looking for, and not the right time for it, even if it were. Alright. So that's you. You never jumped down. You're the one I'm looking for. These are the droids. Really? How narrow is your head that didn't even clip you? It's none of my business, really. I'm sorry I asked. Violating some sort of employment agreement there. Oh, it's a good place for my runes to end up, thank you. I mean, you're just minding your own business. I don't know why I'm being an asshole. But anyway, tell the ferryman I miss him. And if he ever gets off work early, I'd love to take him out for a beverage. Ansbach, is that you? Hey, buddy. Shh. Sorry, Ansbach. Sorry. I'm just gonna quickly check your area. Wait, no, rephrase it. I'm gonna check your back pocket. No, you're gonna inspect your vast swaths of... Hi.
Righteous tarnished.
Hasn't it just? I've missed you.
After unburdening my soul to you, I had hoped to make a fresh start, but there was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind.
That Daniel Craig black tank top.
Here I am.
No, I've been there.
I've
Been there, Ansbach. I mean, in my opinion, the best way is to just steer into it. Watch the video, like 10 times in a row. Just really enjoy yourself. Don't like, enjoy yourself. I mean, do whatever you want. It's your own private chamber, but you know what I mean. Just mentally, like a immersion therapy, Daniel Craig tank top situation. You'll get over it, Ansbach. We all will. You're thinking back to the library in Dark Souls 3 where you had to dunk your head in that wax. Now that library deserves a shushing. That's one of the coolest things in like all the games. That little secret wax dunking bit is so weird and lovely. What fun. Catching up on the chat. Oh my. Daniel Craig, pelvic thrust, jumping into the pool. We'll never get over it now. We'll never get over it. Sorry, Ansbach, you were saying.
At his dynastic palace, it appears his body has been absconded with.
What?
And taken straight to kind Mikola. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Moog as a pureblood knight.
You did mention that, yes.
After failing him in every regard, and losing sight of my vows. I'd do anything to make amends, in whatever meager way I can.
I know you can pop. Just do it. Just pop and we'll be done with it. We'll be done with all this craning.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains?
What indeed?
The implications are rather unnerving.
Not just unnerving. Disquieting, downright saucy even.
What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Moog's remains?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but it's nice to see you, Ansbach. Do you have any like spellcraft or old boots that you could part with to help me on my journey? It's dangerous to go alone, I've heard. Could you... I mean, you have the beard for it. If you could just... Fine, I'll go alone, then. Nice to see Ansbach again. Hopefully that will speed his quest line along, if indeed he has such a thing. I should look up those folks we've had contact with and see if there's any... That is so weird. Such a weird way that they, like, poosh it out of their hand, and I think, dodge now! And then it goes up in the air, and then flies at you. It's like, okay, well, I'll just take it right in the face then. Thank you. Thank you very much, Father. I wish you'd been locked onto him. It would have been great had you been locked onto him. Isn't there a second shadow militiaman? Or did I just back the guy we already killed? There you are. I see you hiding in the bushes. Good. Good. All right. Let us risk a little more light, Peregrine. Oh, Peregrine, you're so saucy in the light. I'm going to make you my personal shield maiden, or whatever they call it. And you will sit next to me, and we will smoke our pipes together. Literally, not euphemistically. Pippin, get your mind out of the Shire gutter. I'll just take it right in the face. Thank you, Father. Maybe I've been watching too much Fleabag. Maybe that's the case. Let's take those guys out before Robeman comes around the corner. All right, Robeman. Let's try this again without the oops. I mean, there's going to be a little oops. It's not going to be totally oopsless. Let's be honest with ourselves. Cannot back myself up into bookshelves like I have been doing. That will, it seems, always interrupt me. Just gonna get as far away from that as I can. Oh, you're coming around? Are you coming round? Ah! Woo! Alright. Yeah, you've got a cane. I feel bad about this. But not that bad. Not bad enough to say stop. Oh, yes, I did see Ripley. And what a gorgeous, gorgeous cinematographic masterpiece that is. With its high contrast black and white vistas. My God. My God, Andrew Scott's face. I'm just speaking of Andrew Scott's face, is all. That was so much fun to watch. And also very, very somber. So much fun how somber it was. You're not going to believe it. Got the whole retirement home coming after me now. It's not the button to pick up things. One day I'll learn. It's also not the button to confirm. Ah, man, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. And I saw that guy in the distance, and I was like, I'm going to quick save it. And started to muscle memory quick save it, but that's not how Elden Ring works. And I fear I've revealed probably a bit too much about my playstyle for Baldur's Gate to you now. Opened myself to your ridicule. I only see the one Robeman, but that's no indication of safety. Probably best to clear out some of the cronies first, either way. It's not like I've ever openly advised you to do that. Save scumming the crap out of it or anything. It's so much more fun when you're good at the game is all. When you... Thank God these tombstones were here, because I just walked off that edge like a fool. Oh, it's you. Hi. In my mind, you were already dead, but that's not true for this particular reality. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. I've got to have something ranged for situations such as this. My icy rapier might not have quite enough range to do the job. Oh, he's leaving. Then it's fine. No, keep going. No, don't go. Don't turn around. Wow. Okay. I mean, I admire your commitment to the job. That's pretty sweet. So we want to get that stuff by the roadman. We want to check that bridge for any other goodies. There's another roadman up here. None of it's looking like a real great idea. Two more. Two more at least. Fine. Fine. I was sneaking. Sure, I'm wearing heavy plate thigh protectors. But come on. Just because I'm clapping my thighs together doesn't mean you can announce my presence to yourself. Like a bad guest at a dinner party gone wrong. I was really hoping that would still be on the iframes. Wasn't. And I dodge. I deftly weave around your magics. And it works great for me, and I'm alive for sure. Whew. Not really the time to run. Overkill, but it looked pretty sweet. Beast horn. Crafting material, is it? I need to figure out some of the new crafting recipes and what they lead to. I have not put any effort or brain power into such things yet, but it would probably help. Beefy thigh muscle memory with the ankles, with the exposed elbows weenus, with the oiled nips, with the moist lips, with the cocky lists, and the Daniel Craig pelvic thrust. The list is growing so much. The list is growing just like Daniel Craig's pelvic thrust. Damn it, I've added to the list again. I'd like to personally apologize to Daniel Craig for taking such advantage of you during this particular session. You did not ask for this, and I apologize. But frankly, I've got to give the people what they want, Daniel. You know how it goes. I don't want to bring him in here and be fighting 2-on-1, but I also don't want to be in there fighting 1-on-1. He's distracted, go! It didn't work out well for me. It really didn't. Wow, that's cool. Secondary slash. Which I ate both of. Thank you for being there, Stairs. Oh, really? What, did you crush my face with your boots? I mean, it was about time that I died, honestly. But I'm still sad about it. Okay. Quick march. Back to where we were. I should clear off that bridge this time. I always think two will do it. But they're healthy boys. Healthy little boys. I'm running, I run for the goal. Please don't interrupt me. What did I just ask? Sorry, collateral damage. I didn't mean it. But I'm also not sad at all that it happened. I'm glad that you're dead, I guess is what I'm trying to say. No, don't hit the books. Don't hit the tombstones and books. Hit anything but that. Alright, I don't really need to worry about him. I think that's fine. I should take out as many of these guys as I can, lest the fireballs start raining down upon me, like God's judgment for my rather risque language this whole time. Die! Die! That one often kills them in one hit, and then magically when I jump, which I think would add pressure to the swing, it doesn't kill them in one hit. Strange that. I'm not a scientist, but I find that to be rather perplexing. Alright, probably good on the bridge. Glad we checked. Back to the upper library level. Your language is quite saucy. I wonder what company you've been keeping. Terrible influences. Lovely folks, just terrible influences. Alright, that's the guy that killed me? No, we got him, but it was the upper level. The back room guy who killed me. You're very observant. You've got your ears all a perk. I'm gonna call you Ears a Perk. Run away! Run away! He's discovered my attack patterns. At least I got him with a little touch of it. Just a touch is enough, that's what I always say. I wish a touch had been enough. Hi, yeah, go ahead, do your, so many of them, but yeah, you go for it. Fine. They certainly know what they're doing in the combat arena. With their slender forearms and their endless amount of fireballs. Do you have a mana bar? Are you running as low on FP as I am right now? Because I am running low on FP. While I have just a touch of safety, I believe that these are all physically mortal gentlemen. Just normal men. Just innocent men. And therefore, to speed this along, ever so slightly, let's just see if I can peel the shit out of them. Though we will get right back to Milady afterwards for the stately moveset that it bestows upon us. But I feel like I'm trapped in this specimen storeroom, and it's making me quite claustrophobic and stammery. Not better, necessarily, with the amount of walls to the side of me, to have two massive double-bladed polearms. But here we are. Don't. I was dealing with your friend, if you don't mind. Little easier to kill them quickly. Provided the walls don't betray me. Alright, don't need to worry about that side. I might need to worry about him, because if I sneak up there, he's probably going to hear me, and it'll be a sandwich from above, which I'm not incredibly happy about. I'm full. Thanks. Thanks much. Yeah. If any of those had hit, it might have been a better experiment. Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm alive. I live again. Just want to stagger you. I mean, they're not necessarily easier to kill with these. I was hoping it would, particularly the red-robed gentleman, would be easier to stagger and kill. But, healthy either way. And I don't have quite as much range. But for variety's sake alone, yippee. Alright, I could just go for you first. Probably wiser to go for you first. What's happening? The retirement home has caught up with me. Just in case. Okay. Doot-it. What? I was sneaking. Sure, I was being a little weird about it, but I was sneaking. Just take care of him real quick. Mm-hmm. Alright, this is new territory. Finally, after so many attempts, new territory. But no reward for my troubles. I don't think I can jump onto any of those. Don't get mushroom stomped again, yeah. That hurt my feelings. And also my health bar significantly. I didn't mean to do the full technique, I was just trying to do a double downward. Sorry. I hope that made you feel special as you died, though. Oh, wow, he used one of his super moves on me, a lowly ghost. Yeah, bro. You're important. Alright, up here is new, and probably a dangerous area to get my ass pummeled. Spin! Spin with all your might! Good. Good lad. Alright, that looks tricky. Tricky to get back. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Who's going to ambush me in the darkness? I do not trust. Dueling shield. That looks brand spanking. And I like it. Let's take a look at its lore. Spank me with your lore. A thrusting shield, combined weapon and shield, enables the wielder to attack and guard simultaneously. An armament once used in ritual combat performed to honor the Erdtree, a custom that had somehow remained within the realm of shadow. Really? There's no ritual combat to... Why? Why am I Scottish? To honor the Erdtree. To honor. Ahem. In the lands between, I thought there was all sorts of, like, Colosseum business to honor the Erdtree. But maybe that's just for multiplayer purposes and non-canonical. It looks cool as hell. I want to upgrade that for surezies. 6 flasks remain. Maybe be a little more careful about them. Is there an item in that guy's beard? Or is that like a brazier? Looks like an item in that guy's beard. Maybe we have to shoot it down, would be my thought. Let's try to get on that balcony across and double check. Though I might be able to give him a little Quentin Tarantino, if you know what I mean. I'm totally Quentining. I'm Quentining hard. Let's come back around to this. Lest I get too aroused. You're so short. I don't mean to be derogatory. It's just... You're so short and it upsets me. Because of how often I miss. I'm swinging at waist level. Okay. We're just gonna hide. We're just gonna hide, and that's gonna be better for us. Ew. God, I wish I was wearing thicker gloves. Yep, there you are. Missed with, like, more than half of those swings. Fair enough. And you interrupted me twice. I don't interrupt you during your attacks. I sure would like to, but I don't, because I have respect. Okay, he is kicking my ass. And also my small store of remaining health potions. I never mean to go right into a second one. It's effective, but I would like to get the critical hit off. Ooh, Fire Knight Helm and Gauntlets. A double pull. Don't phrase it like that. Don't. Never again phrase it like that. But he really double pulled me. For which I'm quite grateful. I don't see any way to get that off. Damn it, phrasing. Unless it's a ranged situation. Knock it gently from the tangles of his underbeard to the ground below. Which would require some sort of bow. Which, yeah, I'm sure I possess. But it's been so long since I've done anything ranged in this game. What? What kind of crossbow? What kind of crossbow? Never mind. This one will be fine. Yeah, sure. I accept it. Bolts. Regular ass bolts. Not ass bolts, but you know what I mean. That was indeed the one I needed, and and aiming with it, and then the firing gently with it. Maybe I need to burn his beard away? Doesn't actually seem to be striking the beard hairs, nor the horns necessarily. Maybe it just needs to be right on the item. Just right on that bad boy. That's probably as good as I'm gonna get. Alright. I tried one thing. Now I go to the internet for answers. Specimen, storeroom, beard, item. It's definitely a pre-existing Google thing. How do I get this item that's under the beard in the specimen storehouse? Okay. It says, just keep playing. It will take care of itself. I'll believe it. I will believe it and move on. Have you tried just asking him to share? That would be the nicer way to do it. I won't worry about it then. Thanks, Internet. This is why I come to you in my time of need. Also for pictures of Daniel Craig. That's a different kind of need. Are you guys still here? Is this live? Shoot, I thought I was alone. So I probably want to run across his muscular back to glory. That seems to be the way. Therefore, we're Quentining again. Climbing up his Tarantine toes. This seems very rude. He's already in a deeply uncomfortable position, and now I'm just shiatsuing him. I mean, it's such a small gap, but you know me. You know me. It's not gonna go very well. Okay. Are we safe? Please, God, let me be safe for a second. I'm so sweaty. Storehouse Cross message. Yes? Can I help you? Left for the author's compatriots. Dare I? Is it a federal crime if I'm not one of the author's compatriots? Sir Ansbach. Left by Sir Ansbach. Addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. It would seem that the people of the keep have flooded the holy quarter that leads onward to the Shadow Tree, barring access. However, there is no route that leads there from this storehouse. Perhaps there is another way to reach the holy quarter from somewhere else in this keep. Oh, thanks, Ansbach. You had $5 on me not hitting the jump button again. I was planning on hitting A button. In my defense, I was going to hit A button. And whether or not it was the jump button or not, I was going to leave up to chance. It actually has some pretty great passive bonuses. Increase maximum HP, stamina, and equipment load. Hot. Each and every knight hailed from a renowned family of the Erdtree's upper echelons, but were shunned and chased from their homes after pledging allegiance to Mesmer as their master. I still don't know if it's Mesmer or Mesmer, but it's one of those. Ah, I'm on fire! Candles, you scared me! Yoink. Shadow Tree fragment. So what has Miquella left in the specimen room? I abandon here my arm dextral. I'm assuming dextral and sinistral are like another way of saying left and right? Or if he has more than 2 arms, maybe? I don't know. But I'm assuming that's a mechanical description of which arm he's leaving, but I didn't go to medical school. You've been out here calling him messy, sir. Because he's such a messy. I like it. Shouldn't have rested. Shouldn't have. Everyone's alive again, but I really wanted to check if there were shadow blessings on the offing. Yes? Ooh, I actually had them. Hooray. Okay, I'm assuming I need 3 more. How about revered? Not enough. I might have 1 or 2 of those. No real memory of it whatsoever. Good. Alright, anything else up here? As I'm still searching for a way to retrieve a beard item, some vague, mysterious way that will reveal itself to us. If God, for once I only had the patience. But that doesn't sound likely. That doesn't sound like me. I never, ever get tired of the vistas that they provide you with in this game. Sure, the weather is a little under it. It's a little under the weather out here, but just flipping gorgeous. Despite the foggy limitations. Sure, that's not a living thing. It's just like a spicy, holy bonfire. You're at 8 blessings now, but you did get the sunflower boss. Ooh, I have not seen such a boss, but that sounds awesome. Stormhawk feathers. Nothing down there. Do I go higher, or have I missed the secret beard retrieval item? I'm gonna assume they still want me to press on. And press on we shall. We are very high up in the Shadow Keep these days. That's a fancy move you've got. And such distance. Is it just him, or are there sideways ambushers? Feels like just him. Not quite the right time to peek my head out. Yikes. Put me right on my ass, you did. I'm down here, but you'll never get me. I mean, he will. He'll figure out a way. I really wish that had staggered you. Or goodbye. Ooh, good. He's dead. 8,000 runes, but no items. Probably a pity that. Would have been more important to kill him where I could retrieve his items if there were any. I'm not complaining. Free staircase. You are well beyond me on map areas, so I think you've passed the entrance to the sunflower boss somewhere, if you're interested. It would be an honorable duel. Oh, that was an honorable duel. Where I hid behind the stairs and then waited for him to fall off. It was a real Gaston sort of character arc. I liked it. Yeah, if I have completely avoided the entrance to the sunflower boss, I would love to know. Nearby site of grace, etc. We could take another look. I am always after the things I've missed, of which there are plenty. All of that to get absolutely forked by some bats. How dare you? Stop interrupting my slashes. These are my slashes. If I want to interrupt them, I will, but it's not your prerogative. Thank you guys so much for watching me die horribly to some bats. This is a privilege to share with you. And I never want to take it for granted. Secret right scroll, a key item. Did I walk right past you guys on my way in here, or is this a new balcony? I think I walked right past you. How did that happen? I gotta read that secret right scroll, but first... I think I'm safe. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Learn about the secret rite of the Divine Gateway. Scroll made of white tree bark. Few can decipher it, which describes the secret rite of the Divine Gateway, said to be found at the tower enshrouded by shadow. A lord will usher in a god's return, and the lord's soul will require a vessel. Talking about like a Toyota Camry or Moog's diseased little corpsicle? Is that what we're talking about? Like of all places where there could be a big reveal about how to comb his beard gently, this cinematically seems like the spot. But fine, I'll be satisfied without any treats, and I'll just move on in my life. But I think we all know deep inside I'll be resentful about this for the rest of time. Did you drain the water out of the base of the Shadow Keep? I did. Yes. Though we didn't perhaps fully explore it. There's like what I assume was what are they called? A tree boy. There's a tree boy underwater running around, and we avoided that area. We did not face them head on. I don't know why I cannot remember the name of those guys all of a sudden. Ah, that is the thing under the water is, in fact, the sunflower? Is that what I missed? Easy to get back there. That would be great. Yes, ulcerated tree spirit. That's the word. You fight so many of those in the base game. So it either is that tree spirit or just beyond it. I will find the sunflower fight. I will definitely go back and take a look. Down there somewheres. Thank you so much. I appreciate the point in the right direction. Appreciate you pointing at me. We're good. Just had to check with my balls. Don't pet. Don't pet the donkey. That angers the donkey. Kind of weird ass. Kind of weird ass. What's the word I'm looking for? Delay is that on your fireballs. Every time. It surprises me. It shouldn't be that hard to eventually get the hang of, yet here I am. Alright, making sure I'm not walking right past some sort of secret ladder / lever / third L word. Right in the middle of me. Now don't do another one, but just, yeah, stab him in the gullet butt. Stab him right in his butt gullet. And then open up his belly for the worms. Ah, a fortnight from now we'll feast mightily upon the maggots that grow in his deceased torso. The fuck was that? Who took me over to say that? Some sort of like post-apocalyptic shaman character? What's happening to me? Alright, this is fun. And it looks like... Ah, no, don't push me off. I beg of you, Father. I'll be good. I'll do my chores. Father, no! My chores. You've made a fool of me, Father. As I was saying, before we were so rudely interrupted, we're getting to a point now where it looks like moving parts. Perhaps. Some sort of system of walkways I need to corkscrew round and round. You have been having a blast using the sunflower boss weapon? Wasted a ton of materials upgrading it. Woo! Party, treat yourself. Seems to have a similar hover to the shoulder carrion floating swords attack. That sounds incredibly neat. I will have to see it from my own eyes to know what you're talking about. I must not remember the floating carrion thing, but it sounds cool as hell. We are very high up here now. We do have a site of grace we can fall back to, but I still feel like we've made a lot of progress that's going to be lost when I inevitably die to that red-robed man. Don't do it. Don't you think about it. He's on to me. My back and thighs. There was so much fire in me. I want to inspire you. I want to be your rock, and when I talk, it lights a fire on my back. The song ends a little differently here. I've rearranged it. Alright, back to this guy. Not a great spot to have to fight every time. But I'm sure it'll go better this time, and not really poorly. even more poorly than last. It's just not... The basic level attack of that is not something I can stagger him with, and I should stop trying. He either needs to get the full shebang of my Ash of War, or pick a different weapon. Ouchies. So, my runes are gone. My runes are gone forever. I'm still sort of searching for something heavy in this playthrough. And I'm not sure what that would be. I know we picked up this, like a Blood Fiend's arm, which is a colossal striking weapon. So that is like a new DLC weapon, especially in the base game. I have not been much one for colossal weapons, because I like to be quick. I don't like to be next to the boss for very long, and these have such long, heavy-ass attacks. But for things where it's like one dude who will very easily kill me, I'd love to just be able to pummel his ass in one strike, as a matter of luck, rather than having to dodgeball my way through it. Dip, duck, dive. So I don't know if this is worthwhile, but it is a new colossal weapon. Let me see if there's anything that can be done. Done for/to it. Does it already have... I think I completely forgot to check if it already has an Ash of War attached. It does not. It's free and clear. I don't know why the fact that it is a Blood Fiend's arm makes me want to put blood attacks on it, and I also just love blood attacks. That's fun stuff for me. So what are our options here? I guess I was expecting blood-based. But I guess that doesn't really matter. You can still pick blood regardless of the Ash of War, right? It's always a bit of a confusing upgrade scheme. So I just need something helpful that would preferably cross a lot of distance. Upward cut does not sound like it. Bloodhound Step would cross a lot of distance. That would be fun. I thought there was one we picked up at some point that was like an overhand, like a front flip smash. But maybe I don't have that, and I'm just thinking of TikTok videos that I've seen of this. So like Bloodhound Step wouldn't be bad, it wouldn't be helpful at all to the weapon, it would just help me move around. The Sunflower Boss weapon is also colossal, but it is the lightest possible colossal weapon, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm after. I mean, we could go check that out. That might be what we should do. I do want to just see what the... Man, that's slow. It's cool, but it's so slow. I'm wondering how badly it could be interrupted, since I have no runes to rescue. Let's see how badly it can be interrupted. Really needs to be upgraded. Needs to be upgraded so bad, but that stagger is what I'm after. That's good stuff. 3 hits to stagger, I will take it. Can be interrupted. Despite its colossal nature. Real easy to stop me dead in the air. The lightest colossal weapon does not mean that it's particularly fast. I appreciate the honesty. Don't get too excited. Okay, so yeah, at level 1, completely worthless to me. But we'll see. Okay, back to something worthwhile. Let's just do Milady, to keep it simple. We also have not upgraded the new backhand blade type, and that could be really tricksy and fun. Tricksy good fun time. I need to set aside some smithing stones to upgrade this too for its endless dance. Its unending dance, I should call it. We have so many cool new weapons in this. It's a privilege, really. Okay, maybe this will help me against some sunflowers. Double hand it. We will return to the 4th floor. Not the loft, but the 4th floor. And, until then, go to the sunken chapel. This should be the closest one I have to the bottom of the Shadow Keep. Tee-hee. The bottom of the Shadow Keep. I have nothing to lose, so let's try to ulcerate ourselves against this tree spirit. Ulcerated tree spirits are just one of those things that, much like dragons, I avoid for the entirety of the game, and then come back later when I hope that I'm overpowered, but never actually am. And I die a lot to try to fight them. I'm just stealing your babies, no big deal. No big deal. No, I just wanted babies. I'm so lonely, please. Oh, you murdered your own child. The collateral damage, it's too much, madam. Surely you must agree. I just gotta be doing that earlier than I am. You'll never get me behind this small shrub. Ow! You've broken the shrub! One of us was gonna die. I wasn't sure who it was gonna be for the longest time there. Alrighty, I'm just gonna bring that crab right back into play. And also get my potions back. And then we're gonna go this way. Out the door. No need to wake up Mother. Okay, we're waking up Mother no matter what happens. This is the exact same way. I don't know how I got turned around. I thought we had gone out that door. And I made a big show of it, but no, we're right back in crab territory. Gonna try to sneak on past. Okay. Are you the ulcerated tree spirit? Is that you? Are you hiding? Yep. Probably. Hey, buddy. Some damage. Probably be better if I had a fire weapon. But I'll take that. Right in your pustules. What are you doing? What is that? Is it your tummy bile? What are you hitting me with? I don't think either of us are in a good position for the attacks that we've chosen. Ooh, thanks for letting me get that health off. That was really sweet of you. Rats. Ow. It'll be so sore in the morning. Why is there a crab? Why have you hired your crab friends to intervene? Close. Definitely be better with a fire weapon. But close. How are we doing on time? It's not necessarily a good indicator based on how much coffee I've drunken, but it kind of lines up. When the coffees run dry, we're still at 1 hour and 24. Not bad. Plenty of time to die. Okay, in terms of upgraded fire weapons, I guess I had Dragonfire the entire time. That would be a good opener, perhaps, while he's wrestling himself from the ground. But then after that, I don't remember really having any fire weapons from the base game, which is probably a bit of an oversight on my part. I do wish that there was a way to sort by elemental type. And perhaps there is, and I'm just too lazy to press this one button to check. But not that button. This button. It would be nice if there was, like, element type. But that's probably asking a lot. I do have the Sacred Relic. That's not fire damage. But it would be a lot further of a distance that it would travel where I would be safe the entire time, and I like the thought of that. Let's try Sacred Relic Sword. Double fist it, and if this goes very poorly, we'll just go back to Milady. Okay, Dragonfire Opener. I gotta be quick to re-two-hand the relic, but that'll be fine. Re-two-hand it. Burst out on that side of things. Okay. I've used the Ash of War instead of what I wanted. This does put me in so much danger the entire time it's active. But hey. Dodge. Dodge, dodge. Re-two-hand it. It's not great when he's not on the ground as it hits. Yeah, no, I'm dead. Good. Seeking confirmation there. You're 90% sure Erdtree avatars are resistant to holy damage. Looking at his health bar, I'm kind of getting that impression, yeah. Because I think I hit him with one of them quite solidly, and it did nothing compared to the fire damage. Fun in terms of its range, but not what we're looking for. Death's Poker, that's what we're looking for. Okay. Okay, what am I looking for? I wish I had a better memory of flame-based weaponry of the long past. We can obviously build one, if needs must. Fire Spark Perfume? With a little saucy upgrade added to it? Strong contender. Frenzied Flame Seal. I also have no idea if there's a better seal I could be using. This was just the only one I had way back in the day, when we wanted to get Dragonfire. Can probably accentuate that somewhat. But yeah, I don't think I've got a single flame weapon, really. Though we've looked through it 8-9 times now. This has magic damage. Fun. This does have fire during its two-handed sweepy Ash of War attack, but not necessarily something I want to pull off in the middle of combat. Let's try it. I do need this out. Okay. So make sure you hit the right button, not the Ash of War. Some damage done. And then, ouch. I am completely out of FP. And immediately back at his jaws. Okay, that didn't take long. But is the perfume by Calvin Klein? I mean, there's only one way to find out. We gotta spritz it in the air and then walk through it. walk through the cloud. Apparently that's the only way you can find out. Seems a little wasteful of the perfume, frankly, but I don't know. 1 second. Pardon me 1 second. I'm getting emotional about how badly this tree is kicking my ass. Now I know just how the cast of Wizard of Oz felt. Yum. Okay, so for the amount of damage it does, the dragon fire technique is not great. It does do damage. He is weak to it. But I could be slashing his ass off that entire time and probably come out ahead. So let's not worry about Dragonfire. Let's instead spend our FP for 1 or 2 slashes of this before he gets his bearings. If it will let me. Dodge his fetid little lips at the last second. Not magic damage. That's not what I need. Looked cool, though. Good plan. Just waste 2 flasks for no reason? This is a real good damage dealer. Also a little hard to know where I am while it's going off. But we have plenty of FP left. Get close to me. Get close to me and feel my flames. Step into my loving arms. Ooh, so holy. So much holy damage bursting from the swamp. Alright, hold still. You hold still right there. Don't move. This will all be over soon. Really hard to tell when his attacks are coming. We've gotten lucky so far, but I should stop taking quite so much time with that. Ouch. I'm not in his mouth, right? Nope, I am. I wished so badly that I wasn't. That did great damage. Really, really hard to tell what the hell is happening with so much fire tornadoes on screen, but it did great damage. I don't think I'm gonna get quite that lucky with it ever again. So the best, genuinely the best we've done is just quality milady. Quality miladying our way through the battle. Which is a bit of a shame. It also might be possible to just skirt on by to the boss chamber and have like another site of grace to work with. Who knows? I'm just gonna keep wings dancing it. Because that is so much damage. Don't put me in your mouth. That's not sanitary. I asked one thing of you. Ouch. Not the time to stop. There's also a crab. Oh good, did you get the crab? Thank you. Every hit taking half of my health bar away. It's a little sad. But when has that not been the case for a mini-boss in this DLC? I wish I could stagger him again. That first time, getting his eye critical hit off. Or his pustule critical hit? Not sure what I was attacking exactly. Mm-hmm. 6 flasks left. Don't get excited. Don't you get excited. Good. Whew. He's down. Mantle of Thorns. I mean, against bosses that like to put me in their mouth, that sounds pretty sweet. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Good old quality milady. Never lets us down. I'm glad I'm not wearing traditional boots for this, and that my feet are quite open to the air. Because once we have the opportunity to dry them off, that's going to be much easier. Okay, I hope and pray to all of the Elden Lords and the Outer Gods that he does not respawn. I'm kind of hoping that's the case. What do we have here? Oh, rapture! I've managed to catch Peter Lewis in the digital flesh. My flesh is yours for the taking. But it will have to be shipped in like a dry ice styrofoam box situation, so you just give me an address. And tell me what general area of flesh you'd prefer. We're talking like flank. You want some of the beef cheek? I'm here for you. And hi. What a weird way to welcome you to my stream. Hi. Nice to see you for the first time. Please enjoy my savory beef cheek. Okay, so somewhere down here, there must be another exit? A something or other? Check up these stairs. Hopefully not anger the crab community too much. Or the strips of white flesh community? Oh, what? What's happening? What is this? So there's the bottom level of that church. This kind of feels like it would go up. Which is a new area. But let's save it for just a moment. See what's in here. I see what's in there. Crabs. Crabs as far as the eye can see. And they're little babies. If I were a politician, I'd run screaming through this cathedral kissing all of those babies. But I am not. Nor will I ever be due to my internet search history. I'd like that item. I really would. So many crabs. Such a crab party happening. Next to the item that I desire. Aw, it's cute when they dig. They're cute. Alright, no secret exit at the back of the church, just the one item. Gotcha. No need to get angry. I'm not after your babies. I'm no politician. I just want this one item that your babies are very intent on. I can't believe he hasn't attacked me already, frankly. Okay, this is not gonna work. Let's wing stance the shit out of him. Sorry, I'm sorry about your babies. Hey, there's a wall there, sir. There are certain rules in a polite society. One of them is we don't fist the wall. Unless you're playing like a VR game. And then, yeah, it's gonna happen. Ouch. Alright, babies. Excuse me. I'm just gonna... Shadow Realm runes? What? God. Elden Lord, why? Probably the last thing I need. Out of all the possible things. More ulcerated tree spirits? You knew that this would happen. You knew the whole time. Alrighty. We should probably get more than 2 flasks of Crimson Tears before we fight that guy. I'm gonna escape up the elevator in the hopes that maybe there will be some reprieve from my constant mortal peril. By Calvin Klein. So this is like where we come out the first time, right? Yeah. This is the back entrance. If you know what I mean. Potion's back. Also should have restored him to his rightful place. So I am not seeing the sunflower area, but I'm sure we'll stumble upon it. If only I had some patience for once. But let's also check, as a matter of curiosity, is this guy gone for good? Are you dead and gone? And if the answer isn't yes, I'm gonna cry. I will cry. So, whew, there we go. There we go. So if we eventually take out Ulcerated Tree Spirit number 2, he also should not return. They also should not return? I'm not sure why I'm misgendering the tree spirit. I don't know, and I should ask. But there's not a lot of time for that before they eat me. Ouch. I deserved that. Oh, I didn't deserve that, though. The second one was... that was just bad humor. You ill-tempered man, you. There I go, misgendering again. I'm sorry. I'm not sure why. I assume because you're ulcerated. Thank you? Thanks very much? What happened? Who died? Who died and why? And what happened? Was it the tree spirit? Let's go check. If they still spawn, I have no clue who has died. But either way, free stuff. It's like Christmas if Santa was real and not just sort of a capitalist ploy. Some sort of capitalist swine to Claus. Was that the tree spirit, though? What? I feel very lucky, but also confused. It's not shaken. Great. That's just how powerful I am. Let that be a lesson to any of you wannabe ulcerated tree spirits. Mess with me and I will cheat. I will cheese the code of the game in my favor. With sheer incompetence. Until Miyazaki himself takes pity on me. It's like, just kill it. He's never gonna... just kill it. Okay. So, like, from the sunken chapel somewhere to the northwest, there is a doorway with a fire knight, and that is what I'm looking for. Thank you for looking it up. I deeply appreciate that. No, let's not jump down there. That looks like a bad time. With my wet ankles. Little boats. I imagine this is where you put the Viking corpses? Once the feast is over? And then there's that one guy with, like, fire arrows, and it's the music swells. The string instruments really kick off. And then the boat slowly catches a flame, and you get a close-up of the corpse, bound in cloth, crackling away. So northwesty. Doorway beyond a fire night. This is that one guy who just loves bringing his little bomb skeleton friends. Where are you? Where is your actual physical ass? Are you on the upper level? Because that's cheap. That's cheap and or tawdry. I know he peeked in here, but I don't remember then proceeding this way. Strong contender, unless it's instantly locked. But it's got a big old tree on it. That sounds like the place. Let me check up here first. Doot. Yay! Thank you for your glittering purple goods. Battlefield Priest's Cookbook. I think that is a brand new style of crafting I've never seen before. Why is there a hole in the wall? It's just gonna lead to death. Death and torment. Why would you put this here? I know exactly why you put this here, you sneaky. Okay. I have not seen a stake, nor a tremendously nearby site of grace, but that's fine. It's a short walk past some exploding skeletons, when we inevitably perish. Down here in the parish, you're hearing a low thump-thump. Sorry, that's my heart. I'm smitten, I think. Either that or I have a serious medical condition. Doctor, I'm smitten. No, not with you. That would be unprofessional. Unless you're into that sort of thing. I do have a deep-seated fetish for stethoscopes. It's hardly the time or the place to talk about it. Let's make sure I got Posh. Posh me up real proper. Posh me, Papa. And down we go. This is not the sort of place, the sort of spelunking adventure that I would wear sandals for. But this version of me is much braver than I, and cares not for the many, many toe stubs that are about to be incurred. I'm expecting this to break any time now. I was expecting it to break that whole time, really. Alright. We've got a church. I wonder if this statue of Marika is also beheaded. And yes, it sure is. Poor Marika. Poor, hideously oppressive, tyrannical Marika. The Iris of Grace. We've got like 2 of those now, right? The Iris of Occultation that we randomly received. Place on the eye of another to deny light in all its forms. An iris that is as dark as night. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune at the cost of all runes currently held. Does it go away if you do that? So that's like if you were totally out of rune arcs, you could use this, and would it be consumed? Or does it just take all of your runes, but you get to use it? Because that would be nice. In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Just typical church, then. Gotcha. Battlefield Priest's Cookbook. Crafting techniques left by the devout battlefield priests. These keepers of the faith fought bitterly to spread their gospel in the realm of shadow, where there was no Erdtree to gaze upon. Gives you golden grease and drawstring golden grease. So, the Iris of Grace. Blessed with an incantation of the Erdtree, place on the eye of another to grant them the light of grace as a fleeing blessing. Not fleeting, but a fleeing blessing? So you're only blessed while you're hauling ass away from the enemies. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune, but not at the cost of all equipped runes? Question mark? In the realm of shadow, this artifice was employed by the priests of the Erdtree to quell the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. competing irises, eh? Your conspiracy theory is that Melina received the iris of occultation and was made as the gloam-eyed queen, while Mesmer was given the iris of grace to quell his base serpent. I like that. That adds a level of sinisterness to Melina that I deeply appreciate. I also forgot to look at this Mantle of Thorns. A sorcery of those who abandoned the practice of incantations after devout faith rewarded them with only despair. It covers the caster in impenetrable thorns grown from the Shadow Tree. Once covered, dodge rolls will damage enemies. Well, that's 99% of what I do here. Oh, God. The image of the misshapen Shadow Tree is an edict. Spurn all that exists. Wound all that exists. For we have been abandoned. God, that got dark. But I kind of liked it. It was titillating. So, whose eyes do I put those on? It's like use on the eye of another. I can't put them on my own eyes, I imagine. That will just make me activate my Great Rune and take all my runes from me, depending on which one I use. And I'd also like to make very, very sure it doesn't consume the item before I do any such thing. Ooh, what have we here? A withered little sunflower, is it? Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a good time. Make sure I'm back up to speed on my posh. Thanks, Papa. Marika's Rune. What? The hell is that doing down here? Used to gain 80,000 runes. Golden remnants of the grace personally bestowed by Queen Marika to the heroes who joined the crusade for her. So it's not Marika's Rune, it's just from Marika. Which makes more sense. The brilliance of Queen Marika's grace blinds even the very best. I'm fine, because I'm not the very best, it seems. I can still see. Insulting, but fair enough. I appreciate it. This is such a cool little arena. All muddied and gilded. Glowing gently. The base of the Shadow Tree. This feels far, far along in the game. Welcome to the base of the Shadow Tree. This is like how the base game would end when you reach the Erdtree. So I'm excited. It looks like it's seen better days. Looks like it might need a little miracle grow. Never mind, it's fine. I need some miracle grow. Ow! Half of my health every time. I like your little eyeballs. It's very the dark dice of you. Alright. First and only attack. Deep miss. That's a good chunk. Good chunk we're taking. Don't let it wholly damage you. Oh, it's thorns. Never mind. Don't let it thorn damage you either. I should really be hitting its head, but here we are. Nope, none of that. None of that. Thanks anyway. Could not get far enough away. Alright. For a boss, especially in the DLC so far, this seems like a trap. This seems like really bad news. I'm going to get a little help this time, for funsies, and we'll take them on together. The two of me. We can make it if we try. Just the two of me. Ow, there are thorns inside my ass. Okay, so don't keep very far away from it, because it does ranged techniques inside your ass. Get it now! Get it in the face! Okay, fine. Forget the face. Can't really be that close to it either because of the thorns. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. You want to draw aggro over there, Mimic, or we just gonna keep fucking around? Got me. Got me with his little foot. That is such a wide range of thorns if I'm right next to him. I should probably see that coming and be, 25 feet away. 20 to 25 feet would be great. Again, this seems like the sort of thing that a flame weapon would serve me very well upon. I don't know what my Mimic was doing, really. I didn't see me do anything helpful. And that applies to both versions. Let's not take those in the bottom. Thank you for the offer. Ones every time. Ow, ooh. Mimic has plenty of health. So far, so good. Oh, you pulled your face away from me just when I was about to bestow my love upon you. Frankly, good plan. Alright, what was I saying about my Mimic having plenty of health? Take it all back. Okay. Now for the bad news. No? Good news? Good news all around? Bad news. Bad news. Oh god. Don't be standing there. Cancel it. Cancel everything. I have angered the sunflower. Yikes. Alright. Phase 2. Gets a little speedy. Gonna have to be running my balls off for that phase. Keep it in mind. The tree has no blood. Milady's probably fine. I'm sort of wishing that Milady was fire-based at this point in the game. Is it tremendously expensive to switch back and forth? Because, like, for normal guys, I'm gonna want Milady to be quality or some sort of physical damage. It may or may not... You may or may not have summoned some help with this one. Yeah. It's a big sunflower. So I'm trying to think. I can switch my lady to fire damage, or I can just keep going. It's not really a matter of the weapon, it's a matter of me being in the way of a charging sunflower face. Which did not help matters. Didn't do his thorny technique immediately. I'm grateful for that. Nope. That wasn't the button. I don't... Stop doing swarm of flies upon the sunflower. That's not gonna help us. It's very brave of you to experiment, Mimic, but maybe just experiment better. Ooh! We're good. Get out of it! Get out of the thorn field! Ooh! Alright, phase 1. This would be a great time for you to use some rotten dumplings, Mimic. Please use some rotten dumplings. Don't wait until they're attacking. Stand in front of them and eat your dumplings. Do it now while there's still time. Alright, we got Zoomy Boy. Zoomy Boy goes wee. Yeah, he went wee. Just the once? What? A lot of range techniques. Let's get in there, Mimic. What do you say? Let's stop dodging all of these at no damage to the boss whatsoever. Rats. Shouldn't have been standing there. Okay. You and the Mimic really zoned in on that first phase. Yeah, that was good. That first phase was good. I want to check real quick if there's anyone... This doesn't necessarily... I don't know. What I was about to say was this doesn't necessarily seem like a main boss. Like, this seems like kind of an optional area, but at the same time, it's the base of the Shadow Tree, and kind of a as main of an area as you can get. So I'm curious if there's an NPC summon? Which I can quickly double check. It doesn't seem like it. This is an optional boss. You can use spirit ashes, no NPC summon. Got it. Okay. Thanks. Alright. We just need to be as good at the second phase as we were that one time at the first phase. And then it will all be fine. I am curious if there's any other weapon we could try. This is working fine, and it does like a hell of a lot of damage to them. I just need to survive it. It's my constant problem. Not a good time to be doing Mimic. Okay. Okay, I have so little health left, Mimic. Let's get in there. Let's get some shots off. Hi. Should have been furiously swiping at your face that whole time. Run away. Run back. Run away. Run back. Yikes. Nice distance cover. Just a little touch. Just a touch of sunflower health left. Alright. So first phase is probably fine. More often than not, we can get through it. I'm trying to think what I have currently in my Wondrous Physic, which would be here, that I can check. I haven't been using this at all throughout the entire DLC. And the way I was using it in the base game was just effectively as like an emergency potion, and there's probably much better ways to do that. Restores HP when very near death, and gives you a little damage. Negation, that's great. What else do I have these late game days? Eliminates all FP consumption. Really? For like 5 minutes? That would be sweet. Purifies the Lord of Blood's curse. Great for the battle against Moog. Otherwise kind of useless. Causes you to explode. That's always fun, but no thank you. Double explode. Stop rune loss. Consecutive attacks grow stronger. Always a good thing. Charged attacks. I'm wondering if any of my wing stance techniques can be charged. I don't know if I've tried that. Or if they count as charged attacks by default, since I'm stancing them. Holy attacks. Temporarily boost stamina, intelligence, poise, magic, lightning. Ooh. If I had some lightning weapons, that'd be great. So yeah, there's nothing that's like gonna totally turn the tide of this particular battle, but I should be keeping a better watch on that. There are certain times where I should be using my physic to better effect. Otherwise, not really anything fun. You use the consecutive attacks and the damage negation, but not the bubble. That's what I thought I had, but I remember seeing the bubble tier, and that would kind of help for this. I thought I had it, but I did not see it in my list. Maybe I glossed right over it. I keep wanting to try my pole blades, but he just doesn't have any blood. I'm not sure why I think that's going to be a good idea. Did you just not do it? You decided no mimic today? I don't know what that was. I just patted my own ass and did nothing at all. Try that again from the top. That's true. It is blood flame. I always forget. I always think, oh, my blood weapons won't do anything against a dry wooden object, but it's blood flame. I mean, it's worth a waste of a life to find out. Let's check it. Hot-blooded. Check it and see. I've got a fever from the friction in my jeans. I'm pretty sure those are the lyrics. If you'll kindly look them up for me. Not that one. There you go. Let's try it. Because with both me and the Mimic doing an endless swirl of blades, it's always just a fun time. It's just a good-ass time. Why are you failing to do that so often? Please stop failing to do that. Alright. Yep. That was more than half of my health, because I was right under his elbow. His bony little weenus crushed my dreams. All of my hopes and dreams. That was fine up until then, when he crushed me. Which is to say, 3 seconds into the fight. It was fine until 3 seconds in. Now you didn't completely fail to mimic yourself. It's a small boon. That's a small Brandon of you. Mimic, do something! Do something now! Before it's too late! Woo! Alright, I gotta get back into the rhythm of this here. Back into the rhythm. It's a bit harder to hit with that consistently. Ouch, so many thorns. Where am I? What's happening to me? Should have kept going to the left. But we're alive. That's all that matters. Yep. Nope. Not good. Not good. Glad I kept running. Alright, put him into phase 2, Mimic. I'll wait over here. It's gonna be totally fine. You can do this. Just wasting your health for no reason. Yep. Alright. Not doing great, but we're still alive in phase 2. Where are you coming from? You were ready for me? Alright. Ooh. A little early. Thorns combo? I didn't even know you could do that. Nice. Let's get in here. Maybe not that close. Now standing still, completely still, as he pummels you with everything he has. Yikes. Ow. Alright. So, we do have a lot of opportunities. This is the one boss so far in this DLC where the opportunities to strike them are there, as opposed to no, never. Why would you even ask? I just need to do a hell of a lot of damage during those particular times. And sometimes I do. Sometimes it's great. Other times, I don't want a great katana. That looks suspiciously like Milady. From a certain distance, there's Milady. Okay, so this is the cleanest opportunity to do it, but it also does seem to be like a little less mimic damage at the same time. But that's my mimic's problem. I don't need to worry about that. Need to be taking advantage of when I end up right in front of his flower face. It's a good time to get some probably critical strikes in. You okay, buddy? You good? Keep running. Keep on running. Don't stop. Shouldn't have stood there. I don't want to catch these hands. I'm not going to match your freak. Alright, phase 2. 8 flasks. Mimic's got plenty of health. Even more if you took this great opportunity to eat some poisoned dumplings that I gave you. You sicko. Never gonna eat those dumplings, are you? That's real quick. Real quick with it. Alright, dodge. Oh, good. He burst them into existence inside a cliff face. That helped me out a lot. Mimic, please. Do something, Mimic. I'm just gonna keep drinking potions back here. This is all up to you. Ow. 4 potions. That's so much thorn. So much thorn you've got there. If I could just sidestep these instead of dodge rolling. There's your face. I found it. much more health on the second phase. Like, I'm still doing good chunks, but they're like a third or 2/3 of what I do in the first phase. So yeah, maybe that's not happening. Such a cool boss fight. And we can now jump back to the site of grace any old time to retry it. I'd like to see if I can find a good flame weapon for that. And maybe return with another Erdtree fragment? But I don't mean to be Groundhog Daying us forever. Let's see if we can press on with a little bit more exploration to soothe my damaged pride. And we will return to that gorgeous sunflower boss, because I want that weapon. I want that light, colossal weapon you speaks of. This whole area is just gorgeous. I really like it down here. So, where were we? Ah, nice. That's what this whole area is. That makes a lot more sense now. I've descended through the keep. I was wondering how to get down there. So this would press us forward. As I was just saying, like, I don't want to get stuck on a boss battle for the end of the whole session. This is probably about to get stuck on a boss battle. Sir Ansbach did not seem to have any real help for us. One thing I know that I missed is I've heard tell in this one, I think, Bellerat, that there's like a merchant I completely failed to see somewhere near the Divine Beast. Let me race back here and see if I can put them on my map at the very least, as a sense of exploratory progression. This was such a cool, if hideously small, arena for the type of boss we were fighting. Such a cool arena. I don't know if it would be before or after the boss battle. Let's try to find out. I remember you, with your cirques and your soleil. Don't really want to go that way. I don't really want to go to the Cirques du Soleil. And is this just a dead end? Like, you have to fast travel to get out of here, so I don't think you press onward for any sort of progress here. Though it is a lovely set of draperies you can find. And these braziers, So yeah, we must have to soleil it. I guess there is this this side quarter that my eyes completely miss. I did this the first time we came through here too. Elevator up. That just gets us to the platform to go in there, so I kind of think it has to be further down. Let's jump to this one and take a look around. You don't know about merchant, but there is a horn lady in the storeroom you can talk to. That's, I think, what I'm looking for, the storeroom. And in my mind, I thought store, merchant, but that is not necessarily the case. And I see what I've done. This is also at the top of the stairs to the guys with the cirque, and not past them like I was hoping. But that's okay. I'll just kill them. I'm sure I'll just kill them and it'll be fine. I'm not going to be stuck fighting these guys for 17 minutes. No, it'll be fine. Sneaky, sneaky. I'm a snake. I'm a sneak up on you. Snake style. Right in your patoot. Right in your gorged patoot. You can stop. You can stop now. It's fine. Alright. I saw somebody online, and I don't mean to criticize, but it's like, I don't know if you remember in an earlier session, we start down there, there's like a site of grace right down there somewhere, and you can just hop over these bricks to get to that, like, secret tunnel that eventually leads back up here. That was how we first got up here. And I saw somebody online talking about how you have to get here first, and then there's the secret that you can jump down onto these rocks to get to a tunnel. And it's like, he went the entire opposite way from how we played the game. And I just think it's really cool that this is such a intricately designed game with so many different pathways that you could think that. That I think it's the way we got in here, and somebody else thinks it's the secret way that you have to get up here first to accomplish. It's just such a cool feature of this game. So, is there just like a storeroom side of Grace that I'm not seeing? I don't think so. So the storeroom has to be nearby. I'm trying to remember what the problem was. Is it these big guys? These big guys are the problem? Yes, with their heavy weaponry. But everything's really a problem around here. Going through here at first, we had to take special care to not get thonked by their heavy clubs. I wasn't ready for you. I was wing-stancing to look graceful, my lord. Silverhorn tender. I know we looked at what those do, but I've completely forgotten. It's probably something I should be eating more regularly. There are two guys on a bridge that shoot at you, and if you find your way to that bridge, the storeroom is beyond it. I think I vaguely remember. A bridge with two guys shooting at me. Hi. Sorry. Sorry about your back. And your sides. But not your front. Your front can f*** right off. So it's like they're perched above you. I'm trying to remember where this bridge was. I feel like it was towards the... Ow. Towards the opening part of Bellerot. Nice. Oh, I forgot about you. Man, I love this weapon. This whole new weapon type is like my favorite thing ever. That looks ouchy. Ouchie, no thanks. Yeah, you tell him in his front. Thank you. Thank you for that encouragement. I needed to hear that. I thought maybe I was being a little too harsh, but... now I know better. Now I know I'm not being harsh enough. Oh, gross. Ah, I remember this place. Ah, I don't want to go in here. But fine. It's but fine. Try not to roll. Try not to roll in this particular sewage. That'd be great. Don't spit up on me. You're not a baby. I mean, even if you're a baby, please don't spit up on me. I'm... very sensitive gag reflex, and we'll all be spitting up on one another. It's a slippery slope. Okay. So yeah, I kind of think it's closer to the beginning of this area than I am making it, but we're already here. The question is there any way back up from here? I know we dropped down from that platform to reach this place. And that may be the end of it. So we might just have to fast travel to a lower point. While I am safe for just a moment, give me just a moment, and I'll be right back with you. Sorry to be so lost here. We'll figure it out. See you soon. Hey. Hooray. Who high-fived me? Which one of you has done this? Are we going to see, I see a question in the chat, are we going to see you on the No Sleep podcast again soon, or is there another media where we can hear your dulcet tones at? Hi, Peter Dulcet Tones Lewis at your disposal. Easily be disposed of in that position. Yes, you will be hearing me again soon. There. Accept it. Absolutely. I have been trying to rework some elements of my recording setup. And it's been much easier to do that on the streaming side, but I have not yet gotten back into the professional recording side. But it is ready, and I just need to be launched back into the stories. So soonish, absolutely. And I apologize for the long gap in tonnage. I am looking forward to it. I don't know why I'm physically traveling. Let's go to the very, very beginning, because I think it was down in the town. You thought that smack was the gentle butt patting. I mean, I don't mean to mess up your headcanon. Whatever you wanted that gentle butt pat to be is what it is. That's what it be. So somewhere around here, there is a bridge. We will find it. That takes me up to that area that I was just criticizing? What's the word? Joking about? Which is so funny to me. I love the way this game forces different types of people, different types of gamers to have such a completely different experience. Even as it relates to bosses. Like, I hear over and over again that Raylana is one of the most difficult bosses of the DLC, and a lot of people have trouble with her, and we did it on, like, the second or third try. Luckily, like, pure luck. And then there are other bosses, like probably the Sunflower, that are incredibly easy for some playstyles, and I'm stuck. And it's just amazing. Like, it speaks to the incredible design of this game, that it can be such a varied experience for people. So it's like that guy I saw online just never looked over at that door from down here and thought that the only way to get to it was to jump from there down to it, and that cracks me up. Because it's so much easier to get there from down below. Okay, so I don't know if it's on this upper level. I think it's probably elevator down in the township proper. Let's see. Those poor little scorpions. I just wanted to rant, and they didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve how I've treated them. It may even be closer down, because there's like town buildings, and then there's the castle proper, and I'm still just in the cusp of the castle proper. Let's go out a little bit more. I remember you. Hi. You interrupted me and let me fall flat on my ass like a fool. Like a buffoon. Why would you do this? Stop that. You're so hairy. There. Everywhere. Everywhere down there, riddled with scorpions. Spider scorpions, spider scorpions. Fucking everywhere, spider scorpions. Look out. Gravesite Plain. This is not the way to the township that I was so desperate for. I have gone clean past it. Into the out of doors. Ow, you really hurt me. You hurt me bad. Okay, now I'm gonna, you enjoy that. I was closer when I was here. and we're just gonna go back to it. Maybe even at the small private altar. Let's try this. I can picture where we need to go in my mind. I just have no concept of where that area was, or is now. But I know that it looks roughly like this. Wish that had done just a tickle more damage to you. Just a touch. Alright. I do remember that somewhere up here, right here where we left a little marker, there is another ulcerated tree spirit, and since we've had a little luck fighting them / getting them to glitch out and kill themselves, we might be able to take that on. So here's the other side of the sewer I popped out at. If I keep going this way, we'll end up back there. Totally forgot about you hiding. I don't think I want to go to the sewer, but maybe I do. We got big guys. Let's avoid the big guys. Check back down here. I believe that you can get onto the rooftops. Where? Where's the sorcerer? Show me where the sorcerer is, or you're all done for. I love that. Holding it behind the back. Ending maneuver. That looks so cool.
Thou shalt not evade the flame of Mesmer.
Shall I not? Shall I? It's you, it's Page Boy! I don't have time for this. I don't have time for Page Boy. Oh, you made me pay for it. You made me suffer. Ah. You've got that. Did you teach all these guys that technique? You sicken me. With your grotesquely delayed fireballs. Alright, give me a moment, for pity's sake. For the hobbits. Nice jump. Good jump. That really ruined my whole plan there. Okay. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, hoo-ha. Oh, you're bone dry. Really good. Really good. I shouldn't have been taunting you. I see that now. Oh, okay. Okay, you got it. I'm glad we found this guy, though. Isn't this the one we fought when we got to the upper plateau? The same guy that spawned in the church, the cathedral up there. That we had quite a lot of trouble with until we just spammed Sacred Relic Wave of Gold at him. So I'm following my runes. I would like to take him out. Whew. That looked cool and was very effective. I will take it. So we could spam Wave of Gold, but it's thoroughly possible to kill him through normal means, and I shouldn't be a coward. Let's do another noble duel against the Page Boy of Legend. The Boy of Legend. Stop that. I'm having a noble duel down here.
Thou shalt not evade the flame.
Noble duel where I attack you without you fully being spawned in. Where I attack you like an asshole, I mean, to say. Oh, you with your constant skewers. I really can't afford to do the first one, but that one will get him more often than not. I just can't afford to do the first one. And I sure would like to. Whew. Still kind of cheap, but a noble sort of cheap.
my grace.
Queen Marika. I, for whatever reason, expected him to say something about Mesmer rather than Marika, but I guess Mesmer is just an extension, being the son of Marika. But with all of their beheading and general poo-pooing of Marika, I kind of expected him to take a different tact. Prayer room key. That seems important. Is that very nearby? I know you're dead, but could you point me to it? Would it be too much to ask? For you to just point me to it. Alright, so that's twice now we've given him a haircut. Shriek of Sorrow will be very useful during some of these boss battles. Oh God! Please! Imagine that's the technique. In a nutshell. So is this a definite dead end? Back up the stairs for me? Or are any of these doors real? Real physical doors? Doesn't seem to be. Gorgeous architecture, though. Also, sorry I'm desecrating your graves. I don't mean to be, it's just I'm not looking where I'm going, and... Alright, so that was great. Progress. Quick curiosity check up here. If they let me. Nice. That's why we check. Aww. I have so many arrows. I can't even send it back to storage. It's meaningless to me. I wouldn't spit on these arrows if they were on fire. I really should ever use arrows so that that stops being the case. It was you the whole time? You were the sorcerer? How dare you? The one guy I didn't kill? 'Cause I thought surely it's not you. Alright, that was great. Also, ooh, I'm really glad I picked that up. And how dare I miss it originally. Two guys on a bridge. This is it. This is what we're looking for. Everything has been leading up to this. And it's so tender, too. Ah! I'm sorry I made that sound. I'm just excited. Storeroom key. This is what we've been looking for. ... Hi? Very breathy. Very sensual. I spoke too soon. It got even more sensual. Let's not interrupt. She's busy. Look at this giant hat. It's gorgeous. This is where they put on the costume? Is that who I killed earlier? It's just a couple of dudes in a costume trying their best. So, if I read this correctly in the chat, one of the rewards from the dancing beast, which I would have to get from the lady back in the round table hold, is like the giant helmet. I don't think I just pick it up. That's Blythe's. But let me double check. I don't think it was something I just picked up, but I think I could get it from the remembrance, if I'm remembrancing correctly. There is a divine beast head. I already have. Let's try it. So if you wear this, which is the boss of this castle area, maybe she will recognize me? Hi. What am I looking at?
Such a joy.
What are your eyes?
Again. Does a sculpted keeper stand for
Stop.
Oh.
My abs have gone bright red.
I felt the sacred beast's essence fade. A great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman.
That's sad.
Foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. After an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh, oh.
Get her real nose full here. Right up in there. Is this the FromSoft version of just slapping googly eyes on something? It does look like... I'm sure they're coiled tentacles and not her eyes, but it looks like eyes, and that has to be intentional, and I love it. Very sad, very tragic, but she loves the Divine Beast. She's so grateful the Divine Beast is alive. I killed it and cut off its head, and I'm wearing it and dancing in front of her, and she's so grateful that none of that happened, and that the Divine Beast is in fact alive.
I implore, vessel of the sacred beast, have my son accompany thee to war, and dance thy dance of beauteous color. Take vengeance upon
Sounds
Mesmer
sexy.
They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us, let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. My song will I sing in service to thee.
Watchful spirit. Thank you. It looks like a incantation, perhaps?
O sculpted keeper,
Yeah, stop.
channel thy color into the most resplendent of dances. My song will I sing in service to thee.
Okay, if you insist, I'll channel my collar into the most resplendent of dances.
From higher sphere delivered
Is that what you like, Mummy?
thee to dance and cavort, dance and cavort. Cleanse all that thou wilt, cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile.
Hey now. You watch how you're speaking of the tyrannical and probably really genuinely piss poor Queen America, but you watch how you speak.
Horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered, we beg of thee to dance.
All right, we're circled back around. It was lovely to meet you. I hope mwah, on your cheek,
My
and then goodbye for now. Thank you for the spellcraft, Mother. And then we have some sort of secondary door. Here-ish. Really genuinely hard to get rid of this head, but as we know, me and my lust for fashionable hoods will not be sated. But let's try to get out of coiled tentacle shot of her, so she's not like, I see, it was a cruel trick, and has a small heart attack and dies, and then it's my fault. I don't want that to happen. That really hurt me bad. Oh, that hurt me so deep and bad. And now I'm stuck down here. Huh? He? Why are there so many of you? What is it, Butchery Wednesdays? What's happening? Yikes. Alright, everything's fine now. Everything's fine now that it's not Butchery Wednesdays. That's not a real door. We've been through here before. I don't know why I'm rhyming, but I just soisted. I soisted hard. So that's what I was looking for. We got a spell. We now have her NPC icon on the map. That's great. We do still have an ulcerated tree spirit. We have the boss of Shadowkeep very near at hand, I assume, after this 4th floor. We never did find his beard thing. And I'm too curious. Take me back to the 4th floor. I'm sure there will be another site of grace before the boss. Unless the boss is right up this elevator. Which could be the case. But we never made it as high as we needed to, right? There's like... The loft has the elevator, if I'm remembering correctly, and the 4th floor we're still hoping might have the answer to the bearded item, but no real guarantee of that. I should go make some dinner. I have like 30 minutes until I'm required on a on a call, and I have not eaten since this morning, but it's fine. I don't need dinner. There's Elden Ring to play. I did nothing to him. I just talked about dinner a lot and took some damage. No, don't give me your body back. Don't kick him. Don't, you give me your body and your stuff. Son of a... Never mind. Alright, so we got up here, then it's bats time. All the bats that are fit to drink. Are any bats fit to drink? I don't think that's a saying. Down. Down and stay down. Alright, more bats. Getting real close. Kind of close to just falling right off the edge. And you got your little bat buddies. Bruce and Wayne. Pleasure to meet you. Yep. Okay, and here's where I died. This is the furthest we ever got. And then I got robed in the face. To my great chagrin. Don't cast that. Don't you dare. Not whatever the guy 3 levels below me through the solid wall is. The man right in front of you, perhaps. Alright, we're getting closer to whatever this spinny mechanism seems to be. That is where we left off. At the beginning, long ago. I forget what distracted us from this, exactly. But we're back now. And we're having a wonderful time. I think the last time someone drank bat, it might have gone poorly. Yeah. Thanks, Ozzy Osbourne. Hey. I decided to sit inside of your magic fire as a tribute to you and our relationship together. It hurt like hell, if I'm being honest. You were doing what I was trying to do to you. That's not fair. It's really hard to find an opening in their attack patterns. Especially one that you can survive. We both did it. And of course, he's the one with items. I really want those. I really want whatever those items are. Oh, man. That's right. We were trying to find a colossal weapon, and then we got distracted finding the sunflower. Now I'm remembering. Because I wanted a colossal weapon to try to knock these guys into stagger. Easier. And then I could not beat the sunflower, is what happened. So we do not yet have a colossal weapon, but oh god, we're having fun. What a sweet time we're having. I wish I could do that just a little quicker. Every time. Fall at my feet. No need to kiss them, though. You don't know where I've been. Fall at my feet. but there's no need to kiss them. Descend, descend to my feet, your lips at ease. Gwen? Is that you again? Get out of here. God, I love this. I love this, milady. I really just wish it was here. This, again, seems like the perfect... It's got such a view of his little tuchus, and I like it, and I want the lever to be here. Can I give you a slight sunflower hint and spoiler? Yes, please. Absolutely, you may. Wow, I got real nasally. You may. I'm fine. That would be great. You're watching Peter to avoid the news. What news? I don't see any news here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hi. I'm glad to help you avoid everything. The hint of the sunflower is that it has 3 phases, so we're not even close. We are an inch into his 2nd phase, and we're going to need a good 12 inches if we have any hope of it. Good to know. That is a very helpful hint. It's you again. Every time I turn around, it's you again. Alright, so I just need to... I need to do better at this guy. Might not even reach him, but it was fun. It was fun to try it. That's still not going to reach him, but he can. He sure can. He can reach the hell out of me. I do need a faster and more long-distance ranged option if I have any real hope against such enemies. Kind of went right through me, but I appreciate their generosity. I don't know why this is such a bad hallway to fight him into. I just can't get him staggered enough. And I needs to... Also doesn't help if you don't lock on. Don't die now. Don't do another double death. Alright, that guy should not be giving me as much trouble as he has been. But now he's a has-been. So it's okay. I do feel like we got this far at least once, so we must have killed him once before. Then I don't recall what's beyond. Not a great place for a nap. You're like those people who stop in the middle of Costco and have a long conversation in the aisles. That's not what the aisles are for. Who is this? Who be speakies? This is where I died, after that. After we made it this far, that one time, this is where I died. Ouch! It hurts! It's almost like you just need a giant rock you can huck at them. Yeah. Beast, priest, take me away. The aisles are for repeated visits to the sample stations. Thank you. Yes. Finally. Stop having a conversation and put these samples in your mouth. Alright. So, the matter of having something ranged, or something that can take care of them in one-ish strikes, remains a problem. A problem. That was fun. That was fun for me. A little unnecessary, but I really enjoyed it. I don't want to fight the bats. I should. They're gonna become a problem if I don't fight the bats, but I just don't want to fight the bats. Broken runes. It's an insult. Insult to my bank account. I gotta take out this guy, and I gotta find a cleaner way to do it. Because I can't keep getting stuck here every time. Not bad. Not bad for my health bar. Then I should take out them in case any of them decide to become a sorcerer, particularly this guy, who will always decide to become a sorcerer. We good? You guys chill? You can live. I just ask that you be chill. 50 tiny cups of corn chowder, yes. Several pounds of various cheeses, mm-hmm. Welcome to Costco. Don't do it, I beg of you. With your tiny knives. With your tiny knives that hurt so much. I'm just spamming nothing but this. That's my new plan. Just nothing but spam. Pretty good plan, it seems. Yay! There might be a bigger version of that, but yay! I've been hoping for one of their weapons, because they're so spirally and cool. I like it a lot. Sneaky. Sneaky upon your back. I'm gonna risk a little light pippin. Once more. You shall not! Just don't. Just stop it, Pippin. You shall not. Alright, item down there, and ta-da! Perhaps what we are looking for this entire time. The question is, what is this below me? Is it the staircase where we came up to fight this guy? Leads down to this level? I just want to make sure I'm not lost in an unreturnable place. But I think it just leads straight out here. No, thank you. No, thank you. He wasn't a threat at all. That was just bloodlust taking me over from the inside. And ba-boing! It's the sound a lever makes, right? Lever goes ba-boing. Shimmy, shimmy. Aha. Fancy. Alright. So did that shaking make it fall out of his beard? Somewhere down there, or is it just now in like a grabbable position and I should descend? Descend first to check his sordid little beard hairs before we climb higher? Because this looks fun, but also quite dangerous. And I cannot wait. Really wish there was a nearby site of grace for it, but I'm being greedy now. I know. Hup ho! I called you a hoe. That's not kind.
Now, Freya. Don't let it rile you up. Take it slow. Take it slow.
Do take it slow. Who be speaking? Who be speaking?
Lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Sorry about your bookshelf. Are we friends? Are you speaking? I don't trust it. I don't trust that we're friends. But I don't want to be the asshole who murders an NPC either. I don't want to be that guy. We're not friends! We've never been friends! Spam! You interrupted me! And it hurt so much. Thank God I was on the ground for most of that final volley. Really? You're gonna interrupt me again? Thank you. Thank you for letting me get off my techniques. All I've ever wanted was to get off my techniques.
Lord, will I ever make sense of this jumble?
Spirit calculus? What? The hell is that? Crafting item found by hunting horned beasts in ancient ruins. Exceedingly rare to find calculus suffused with spirituality. In the ancient ruins of Rau has a distinctive acrid odor, which some claim to be a sign of particular spiritual potency, but that's probably just an excuse. Oh no, that's just my spiritual potency. Definitely didn't have an accident. So who is studying around here? Are you above me? Hello? They must be above me, is my only thought. Let's check up here. Where we have not been yet. Sight of Grace! I have never been happier to see one. I mean, I probably have, let's be honest, but I'm really happy to see this one too.
Sense of this jumble.
Is that Leda? Or is it someone new?
Oh, hello.
Someone
I'm afraid I'm
new.
busy.
Sorry.
Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
Oh, thank you so much. You've gifted so many subs today. It has been incredible. I am very grateful. Oh god, they added math to Elden Ring? And not just math, but calculus? I was bad enough at the addition and subtraction and stuff, but okay. Lay it on me.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart...
Okay. Do I go back and talk to him? Do you need me to talk to Ansbach for you? When I go back to talk to him, can I say, Ans, we're back? Because I think that'd be funny, but if you don't want me to say it, I won't. I'm never gonna get to the top of the tower. This corporate ladder is too steep for me. Alright, so was there a Sight of Grace near Ansbach? For a quick check. This should be the stopping point. I have like 5-10 minutes and still no dinner, but I don't care. I don't care at all. Okay, Sir Ansbach is down there somewhere, but not near a Sight of Grace. Oh well. The final boss of Elden Ring, a math test worth 50% of your grade, and it inflicts madness. I love that. Regular calculus is hard enough. Can you imagine FromSoft calculus? Okay. Since Ansbach is not close, I will consider this a lovely bit of progress. We've made a new friend. I will leave it here so that we remember to help our new friend when we return tomorrow for part, I don't remember what, 10? Part 11? Of Shadow of the Erdtree. You guys have been so kind today. Thank you for the hints. Thank you for the generosity of gifted subs, the hype train, the choo-chooage, and just for being you. I love you dearly, and I will see you soon for the next adventure. Bye for a bit.